So, LLMs, large language models, is what we were talking about. And the big inflection point was about just over 2 years ago when OpenAI released ChatGPT, which made it really easy for everybody to see the power of large language models.
Hmm.
Do you want to attempt to kind of describe and kind of do the mom test of what is the
My God.
large language models?
I've tried explaining it to my mom and failed. um, I mean, there's a technical explanation which maybe isn't that helpful, and then there's the sort of the nice thing about ChatGPT and what OpenAI did when they released that as an experiment is oh, I get this. Along a large language model. Well, first of all, what do we mean by model? In AI, a model is a piece of software that represents something, and you give it inputs about the state of something. Like, for example, in an image recognition model, like there's a camera, you give an input, it's looking at a container, and then it gives you a kind of output. You're looking at this kind of container, it's a 40 foot, and here's the number. That might be one example of a model. It's trained to recognize containers. It gets shown lots of pictures of trainers and it starts to understand that. So in the case of an LLM, it's trained on text. It's large language, lots of text. So you give it all this text and it starts to understand text and be able to say, based on this kind of input, to be conversational like the GPT models, I think you want this kind of output.